Hello guys, welcome to another video in this React series. This is a continuation of my previous video on responsive bootstrap form in React.js. If you have not watched that, please feel free to go back and watch that video. I have provided the link for that video in the description as well. In the earlier videos, we have created a bootstrap form and added placeholders to this form. This is a standard look and feel which comes with Bootstrap CSS library. Sometimes there is a necessary based on our requirements, or maybe you don't like the standard look and feel which you can see here. In that case, you can take help of CSS and customize the look and feel of this form. In this video, we will enhance and customize this form by adding some of the CSS styles. This is a code which we have added for our Bootstrap form and its customizations. To enhance the styles of this form, let me create a separate CSS file by name bootstrapform.css. To import this CSS file into our main functional component, you can add import statement at the top of our functional component. Now let me open this code editor and browser side by side so that whatever the changes we do in our CSS file, that will dynamically appear in our browser and we can see the changes here. First thing is, let me apply some of the styles to our body element. This body CSS property will target this entire page of our HTML document. First, let me add some background color to this HTML page. As you can observe here, as soon as I save the file, that CSS property is now applied to our form. Similarly, we are going to apply other CSS properties as well. Next property which I want to apply here is font family. To make uniformity, I am going to add Arial font to this form. The next thing which I want to do is I want to center align this form horizontally and vertically. For that one, first we need to add flex model. For that one, add display flex. Now it's aligned to left. Then add the property justify content center. This will make the content of this body horizontally center. Let's save this one. You can observe all the content is center aligned now. Similarly, add another property, align item center. This will center the content vertically within this container. Then let's add some of the height to this viewport and then add some margin. By adding these elements, you can see now our form is center aligned vertically and horizontally to this browser. Now next, I want to add some of the CSS properties to the container which we have added to our form. So this is the main outer division for our form. Let me go to CSS file. As we have defined class by name container to that one, let me add that one. As this is class, we need to add dot before this container name. Let me define some of the properties to this container. I will define a width for this container 500 pixels. Now this form is set to 500 pixels. And then I will add some padding to this form, that is 20 pixels. To differentiate between this HTML body color and form color, let me add some background color to this form. This will give the differentiation between our normal background and the form. Let me add some border radius to this one so that the edges will be a little bit curved here. Then I will add shadow to this box. It will give somewhat 3D kind of effect here. Once the styling for this container is done, now let me concentrate on the form group and form labels. These are nothing but the individual elements which we have added here. Now let me add form group class. Let me add some of the margin bottom for this one. This will just give the margin at the bottom side. And let me make these titles bold. For that one, as we have used class of form label to those, let me add form label here. To make these bold, let me add font weight CSS property and make it bold. Now if you save this one, you can observe labels are bold now. Next, let me change the color of this one a bit. I will add some gray color to these labels. Once we are done with our labels, next step is we need to customize these form elements. For that one, we have defined a class by name form control. Let me take this class. And for this one, let me add some of the CSS properties. First of all, I will add some border to this one so that this border looks better. Once we are done with these form elements, the final thing is to customize these buttons. First, let me add some spacing between these two buttons. For that one, let me go to those buttons. And within these buttons, let me add some spacing by using and NBSB. To add one more space, let me add another NBSP element here. So now we have some breathing space between these two buttons. And to add CSS properties to these buttons, let me add some CSS property quickly here. So the first one which we have added is we have added button primary color for this submit button. Similarly for secondary button, that is nothing but the clear button, we have defined the gray color. And we have removed the default border for these two buttons so that it will look flat and cleaner. And we have defined the property on mouse over as well here. Now these styles will give your form a more polished and visually appealing look here. You can further customize these colors and styles to match your project's design's requirement. In the next video, we will add some icons to our form and make this form more visually appealing. That's it guys for this video. Let me know your questions or feedbacks in the video comments. Thanks for watching this. If you like this video, please click on like button, share it with others and subscribe to my channel.